Hey, we're going to be heading up to Broad Ripple to meet up with Frank. We're going to be doing Kingpins on his bus. I've also got some other maintenance items I'm going to be doing while we're out there. But if you follow Bus Grease Monkey, you're probably going to know who Frank is, so it should be a pretty good day. Between Kingpins and the other stuff, I probably plan on spending about 2 days on this job. But, of course, let's see how that works. We were supposed to start yesterday, and it thunderstormed all day, so that kind of pushed our schedule back a little bit. So might end up putting in a 10 or 12 hour day, but we'll see what we can get done today. Hopefully I can get both Kingpins done, and tomorrow will just be some maintenance work and some easy stuff like that. Changed the oil filter for him. I forgot to bring diesel with me, so I'll have to change the fuel filter tomorrow when I have diesel to prime it. Get ready to start it up. We have a little bit of a delay. It's still raining on and off, so we're going to let this weather clear up before I start on the Kingpins. Getting going here on the Kingpins on Frank's bus. Took slack adjuster off, brake chamber off. Gotta take the mount for the brake chamber off. Once you get that off, you have access to all 3 bolts for the cap for the Kingpin. Take that off, pulled the cotter pin out, took the nut off, and from what I can feel on the bottom side, there's nothing under there, so it looks like we're ready to start driving the Kingpin down out of this. Alright, we got the Kingpin all the way out on this side. Here's the one we took out. This side actually really didn't have any noticeable play to it. And the Kingpin looks to be in pretty good shape. I can't see hardly anywhere on the bushings. So, we have new parts. We're going to go ahead and put them in on this side. And then we're going to head over and do the other side of the bus, which is the one that, according to the last guy that worked on it, was very loose. So we'll see how bad we get over there. Passenger side is got the Kingpin back together. One of the things we found though is the cap that goes beneath the Kingpin. It's held in with a snap ring. It was missing on this side of the bus. So new Kingpin's in, everything's ready to go on this side. We're gonna get it greased up and then get the brakes back together and head over and start on the other side of the bus. Taking apart the driver's side. This one had quite a bit of play starting the Kingpins. Had to get the hub off. I've got a stud to replace on it. And what I found is that the inner bearing race has been spinning inside the hub there. So we're gonna need to get that fixed today too. Probably gonna end up turning into tomorrow job on this one. I'll have to go find some Loctite 660, but nothing too bad yet. Hopefully get this Kingpin out today. Get the bushings and everything replaced in it, get it back together. But right now I'm fighting the pin on the slack adjuster. It's seized in there. I've been hammering on it for a minute trying to get it out. It won't budge. So taking a little break on that and try to get back on it here in a minute and see if we can get it out of there. Got the Kingpin ready to drive out. Ended up having to slide the S-cam out because the pin that goes through the slack adjuster, I fought it for half hour, 45 minutes, and it hasn't budged yet. Unfortunately, I did not bring a torch with me today, so I couldn't even heat it to try to drive it out of there. But let's see how easy this Kingpin knocks out of here. Well, apparently that easy. There it is. Let's get it cleaned up a little bit here, and then I'll show you guys how bad it was. So, got the new Kingpin, the old one, and the bushings here. To start with, the 2 bushings are different style, so they don't look the same. But when we put this bushing on this Kingpin, It's a tight fit.
Yeah.
It just slides right on. This one though.
Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah, it's got a ton of slop in there.
That's horrible.
So that's where all that play was coming from.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you found that.
Well, we're calling it a day today. One Kingpin's done. He had me change the oil filter and fuel filter today. The second Kingpin is almost ready to go back in. I'm having some issues aligning it. So I'm going to take one of the old Kingpins home with me tonight, put it in the grinder, taper it down a little bit so I can use it to make an alignment tool. Because unlike when you're doing it on a semi, you can't go in through the top or bottom very easily to try to put like a pry bar through it or anything to align it. And it's a little too far off just to use the taper of the Kingpin itself to align it. I don't want to mess it up. So we're going to take that home, get that turned down a little bit tonight and make an alignment tool out of it. And then I need to get to the supply house before they close to pick up some of that Loctite 660. So I'll be back out in the morning, and I'll have another video, guys, up for day 2 of this. Tomorrow shouldn't be too bad. I need to just get that Kingpin in. I got to fix that bearing race that spun, grease the bus for them, adjust the front brakes, and I think that's it. We should be done with that one, and then on to the next project.